on a midnight train. That's alright, little baby, 'cause I feel just the same. I don't wanna hold you, so get out of here. Don't make me say it again, I just wish you'd disappear. Just roll over to the next one. Roll out of here. Roll over to the next one. 'Cause I'm never gonna want you. Just roll over to the next one. Get the hell out of here. Roll over to the next one. 'Cause I'm never gonna want you. They say that I need you. Listen to you. You sound like a woman who never put me through what you put me through. You say I wanna make it, but I'll prove you wrong. Life ain't never been kind to me, but I keep on rolling strong. So just roll over to the next one. Get the hell out of here. Roll over to the next one. 'Cause I'm never gonna want you. Just roll over to the next one. Get the hell out of here. Roll over to the next one. 'Cause I'm never gonna want you. Never gonna want you alone. Never gonna want you alone. Let's make it quicker. Break out of here. You'll find another sucker soon, so you should never fear. Get no tears from me. On that you can rely. I know who you are and I tell the world you ain't never been worth no crime. 'Cause you're a low down hoe, evil personified. This man ain't got no reason to lie. Jump ship at the sight of another man. And leave me here dying with my heart in your hand. You ain't the first and I know you won't be the last to jump from the future right into my past. But that's life, baby. And now you're gone. I can't look backwards if I'm gonna roll home. Just roll over to the next one. Get the hell out of here. Roll over to the next one. 'Cause I'm never gonna want you. Just roll over to the next one. Get the hell out of here. Roll over to the next one. 'Cause I'm never gonna want you. Oh, coming on kind of late tonight. Tired as hell, guys. Found some cool stuff today. Wanted to share with you. Whoever's in here, Swan, superb cat. Have you given it a name yet? If that cat starts dancing, I'm gonna have to start dancing with it. This is one of my finds today. I just could not let it go. It's worth nothing. It's a wood carving, but it's just so damn ridiculous that it had to come home with me. And I'm going to find a place on my wall for it because this damn thing, I love it. I love this cat. It's the greatest thing I found today, and it was for me. Oh. So let me put him somewhere. I'm going to put him over here. All right. How's your day been, guys? Did you have a good day? Everything good? I know I'm not on late for Swan. Swan, I know you're a grapevine. How could you resist that face? Yeah, he looks stoned. He looks stoned, so I was like, yeah, I got to take him home with me. And somebody spent a lot of time on that, you know, and they did a pretty good job on it. This is the kind of stuff I like. I like to find weird, just, he would have wound up in the trash. Had I not showed up there today, this guy would have been in the trash. So I'm happy that he didn't wind up in the trash. Get the news out of the way real quick. Same shit, different day. Just be a nice guy. Be a nice person. That's all. And we'll drop it. That's it.
That's it. None of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go. I also got put a new poster up. I'm going to show you some things real quick. Can't show you too much because it's still a wreck in here. However, today I got to do a little bit of work. Still not to the point where I can walk you around the house or anything like that, but you know. So let's see what I picked up. I've had this. I added it to the wall. I'm going to turn the camera around for you. Okay. I had this guy, and I added it to the wall. I was going to sell it, but I found it and realized that it got crushed. It's from Comic Con 2010, and it's numbered. It's a numbered print from Comic Con San Diego. And I love the graphics so much that I just stuck it up on the wall. Found him somewhere. I don't know. But did you play my game today when you were out? Yes, I did. Absolutely. Let me tell you a story on that. So, this happened to me today, Swan. Thank you for asking. So, I was talking to everybody today. Well, first off, let me tell you this. Tampa Layla, what's up? Or Tenpap Layla. So, yeah, first thing that happened today is I was driving down the road and I decided I was going to go get something, pick something to eat, up to eat for lunch. I had to go right, but I also had to do something on the left. And I was in the right lane. Something told me go to the left lane, go left. I was at the front of the stoplight, and I don't know where they came from, but there was a really, really, really bad wreck right in front of my car. One of the cars almost hit the front of my car. It was a bad wreck. And I've always wondered how I was going to react, you know, when I would come across that. I don't have to wonder anymore. I didn't even, right after it happened, I immediately just threw my door open and ran straight over to the first vehicle, and there were two older people in there, and I could see them. Their airbags were all out. I asked if they were okay, and they said yes. And the other car was out in the middle of the intersection, so I ran out there, and she was tunneled, encapsulated in airbags. So, and she was real shook up, you know. And I looked under. I was afraid to look under there. I mean, it was not as bad as it should have been because she caught the old couple at the back of their vehicle. I think they ran the light, to be honest. I don't know. But yeah, so I thought there was going to be blood everywhere. I was like, oh shit, what am I going to do? You know, because you never know. If I'd looked in that vehicle and there's smashed up bones and bones sticking out and shit, I don't know. I think I would have reacted the same way. But I couldn't get to her, so I lifted up her airbag. By the way, I think she was in a Subaru, and that damn thing was it was like a bubble. I shit you not. She was really messed up. She didn't have any bleeding or anything. And I said, do you feel okay? You know, do you think you can get out of the car? I just wanted to get her out of the car because I think she was okay. And she climbed. I lifted the airbag. She climbed up, and I told her, I said, go sit on the curb right there. Sit. And then that's when another guy showed up, and he jumped out. He's helping me. He goes over to the old people, and I'm like, I think they're okay. I got her over here. And then I glanced down, and I noticed that it was a kid, younger kid. He had on a "Make America Great Again" hoodie, and he was helping, and I was helping, and he looked at me, and I had on a Black History Month t-shirt. So he gave me a glance. I gave him a glance, and we continued on our way. And I thanked him, and he thanked me. And when the cops got there, they didn't ask me a damn thing. But yeah, exciting time. So that's how today started. I was like, I'm going to have a positive day because that could have been me. And I was that close to that happening. So if I'd been in the right lane, maybe, I don't know. I don't know how it happened exactly. Okay, long story, but here we go. He's still there. Listen up. So Swan told me that we all need to practice, you know, complimenting people, which I've done that a lot in my life, you know, and Swan has too. But I never really pay attention to it. It just kind of happens. Today I kind of paid attention to it, and I walked into the bins. I walked. Yeah, it was funny. That's what was cool about it. You know, we were. He was a MAGA, and I was a Black History Month, and we were, and none of that shit mattered. You know what I mean? We were there helping somebody, so that was good. That was a good start. So anyway, I went to go pick. I went over to the bins, and I walked in, and there's a massive crowd, probably 80, 90 people in there. I mean, it was ridiculous. And I went over, and they're rolling the bins out. If you don't know how it works, just try to kind of envision it. They roll bins out, and people wait behind these lines, and then they attack, you know, all at once. So I got behind this woman, and they rolled a bin past, and she saw a framed Georgia picture, Georgia Bulldogs. And I heard her, and she was like, "Oh, I want that Georgia poster so bad, so bad." And I didn't even know this lady. And I said, "I'll get it for you." And she goes, "Seriously?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I went around to the other side, waited just for her, went over and grabbed it, picked it up, handed it to her. And then while I did, I noticed these 3 really cool posters that somebody grabbed. And I was like, "Oh, man." I said, "If you don't want those, I'll gladly take them." And I had left. I went around to the front, and I went somewhere else and did something else. Come back about 20 minutes later, come in, and the lady who had the posters runs over to me, and she's like, "Here, you wanted this is what you wanted, right?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And I go, "Are you sure? I'm not going to resell it. I just want to put it on my wall." And she was like, "No, no, no, yeah, yeah." And then what happened? Something that was amazing. She said, "We waited on you. You know, we waited. I could tell you really wanted those." And then the other girl who I gave the Georgia poster to, or frame, who didn't even know those people, is walking by and sees that interaction, and she goes, "Now see what happened?" She goes, "You were a kind person, and that karma came right back to you." And I was like, "Yes." So I'll show you the posters that she did give me. Again, they're not worth anything, but kindness got these posters. I'll have you know, and I'll show them one at a time. All right. Check this out, guys. Now, you know what the back of my room looks like. It's even worse now because I washed a shit ton of clothes today and moved them in here. Let me read these comments first. Do a barrel roll. Happy Friday. What's up, everyone? I bet she will never forget your kindness every time she sees that poster. Yeah, and she actually made it a point as I was leaving again. She was leaving with her kids, or as I was coming back around to go in the back again. She found me a third time and said, "I just wanted to thank you for that. That's so kind and what you did." I said, "You know, it's just karma. We do good for each other, you know." And she appreciated it. Quick question: do you like Van Halen? Hell yeah, I like Van Halen, bro. All right, here's the first poster I got. You know, it's just probably a repop. Nothing big deal about it, but I liked it. But that's not the good one. The good ones are still to come. You see, we've still got our score up there. Check this out. Check this out. The world's premier blues address, Monday, February 4th, '02, in concert, B.B. King, 2 shows. Beale Street, Memphis, Tennessee. Beautiful. So I got that one. I love that one. I was really looking at that one. And then I saw the last one, and I was like, "Oh, yeah. Check it out." An American Event All-Star Benefit Concert, Farm Aid, Willie Nelson, Neil Young, and Chris Christopherson. Johnny Cash, Billy Joel, Kenny Rogers, Waylon Jennings, Alabama, George Jones, Loretta Lynn, and many more superstars. September 22nd, 1985, Champaign, Illinois. Now, I can get down here and I can see. Again, I don't know. I don't know if this is a repop or not. I mean, I would assume it is. It's from '85. But it doesn't matter because I wasn't getting rid of it anyway. That kind of shit right there goes immediately up on my wall. All right, let me grab some other things. Oh, my doodles, I adore both of those. Yeah, they're cool, aren't they? Give me one sec. Yeah, you're going to like the stuff I found today, Swan. You're going to like this stuff. So, let me get my water. Sorry, this is the last minute. I wasn't even going to do one tonight. I'd been cleaning and shit, and I was just like, I'm too damn exhausted. And I was like, I want to go talk to my buddies for a little bit. So here we are. All right, let me see. Now, Swan, I'll preface this with the only reason I say Swan is because I know she's been a picker. If you're not a picker, I don't mean to not include you. I want you to definitely comment if you see something that you think is cool or crappy or whatever. Just leave a comment there, and I'll show you some of the things that I found today. Ooh, okay. I gotta clean this keyboard off. I keep turning the damn camera around. Look at the keyboard. God. Okay. I found these. You know, we were talking about postcards the other night, right? Old postcards. Okay, well, you can look right there. You see it's a 3-cent stamp. So it's not a repop. It's actually got a date on it. I can't read it, but not a repop. And well, it could still be I mean, it's still probably not like, maybe it's not super old, but it could be. It could be. And inside, look at the postcards. Look at these. That is Hollywood Boulevard. I mean, look at the artwork on that. You flip them over, 1-cent stamp. I wish I could read that for you guys, but shit. Okay, it looks like a March 2nd, 1947. March 2nd, 1947. So, now all of this stuff came like in it caught my eye because it came out in a giant bag, like a bag for magazines. They're not boarded or anything, the stuff that I found, but it came in something like that. So I knew immediately, I was like, there's probably something valuable in there. And I picked those up at the same time that I gave that other thing away. But yeah, here's some of the postcards. Look at this guy. What's going on with this guy? Look at this. What's happening with him? And this is just one of those fold-out postcard things. You can get these for, they're probably 10, 15 bucks. But the thing is, man, when I see stuff like this, it's not gonna get put back because it just needs to be with someone. You know, that doesn't need to be in the trash. That needs to be somebody else's. And here's another one. Look at this one. Lake Lure Chimney Rock section. 1.5 cent postage. This one's probably just a bunch of those pull-out cards. Yeah. See, these are the pull-out cards. And this one's probably from, I think it's from the late 30s, I want to say. And look at how rough I am with them. I mean, it's nothing super valuable, you know, but cool stuff. If somebody lived in that area, you know, and they wanted to, they would want that. My old house, one of my living rooms was decorated and old music themed. Yeah, I noticed your videos. You know, you've got that old God, what's it called? The record player, but it's called something. Gramophone, maybe. I don't know if yours is that old, but I noticed that. That's cool. Those posters would have been awesome find for it. I adore a good bag full of fun finds. I have a bunch of them. Love them all. Yeah. Cool. What's up, Homesteading for Life? Ooh, I love that name. Love that name. You've been in here before, I think. All right, moving on. We have another one. I haven't looked at these. Scenes from Atlanta, Georgia. Scenes from Atlanta, Georgia. They got the Stone Mountain right there. We know all about that Stone Mountain, don't we? Mm-hmm. Some bad stuff used to go on top of that. If you don't know about that, I can tell you that story if you want to hear it. It's not too long. I don't know that much about it. I just know the basics. I'll go ahead and tell you. But yeah, let's find the postcard for it. So I mean, look at these graphics. You can tell this is clearly from 30s, 40s, maybe. Super cool. God, look at that. Yeah, these are cool. I like these. Let me see if the Stone Mountain. Wouldn't it be interesting if I got to the Stone Mountain one and it had like little KKK guys up on top of it? There it is, guys. Stone Mountain. Now, I don't know. This one might have a little more historical value, just because of that scene right there. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. If you don't know what happened, the KKK used to hold Klan rallies up there on top of Stone Mountain. Huge, huge Klan rallies. Yeah, because those guys on Stone Mountain are Confederate soldiers. All right, but we won't get into all that. What's up, Wolfie? Savannah, Georgia is one of my dream destinations to visit one day. I can't think if I've been to Savannah. I'll tell you what, if you like that kind of stuff, you would love anything South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, all that stuff. You would like that. Okay, what do we got here? This one. See how they're all, they're not majorly protected, but they're a little bit protected. So, this is kind of I like going through this stuff with you guys. It's fun. What is this? This is just a postcard, but it's a very, very, very old postcard. I can't find a date on it. If you can read that. That's just the series 1778. Does that say series 1778? Surely not, right? Come on, focus! Focus! Can anybody else read that? I know, I can't hold the thing still. Damn it. Series 778. Okay. I didn't think so. If it was something from 17, it does look really old though. Look at this. We got what does it say? Easter greetings. It's an Easter card. You can see, I think that's the Easter seal down there. But it's an old one. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good stuff. Let me slide that back in there. That's what he said. Sorry, Wolfie. Or Maria. If y'all are in here. Hey, Wolfie's going to get tired of me saying, quit saying that, man. I'm not a prude. I know you're not. Okay, now this next one. Yeah, I did. I did that. I Google imaged it, I think. No, I don't know if I did that one or not. I don't know if I did that one, but I will. This next one, though, I did Google search and came up with, let me turn it around real quick. I came up with, like, what you got to be careful with on eBay is, like, you can find something and that somebody could have it up for $5,000. How many of them have sold? You got to always look at how many of them have sold. Because I could put anything up and list it for whatever I want to. However, I found this and I looked it up and some guy had like some ridiculous price on it. And I was like, well, holy shit, is that original? And I kept reading. No, it was just a print. So I kept looking and I found other ones, but I found other ones that were people were selling for like 20, 30 bucks. He wanted, I don't know, $400, $300 or $400, something like that. And that's what she said, you prude. Okay, here we go. This is the first one. I have no idea what this is, but let's check it out. Check it out with me. It is some type of print. And it says, "Who's afraid?" And it's this guy. So, I did a Google search on that earlier, and one guy had it up for $300, and another guy had it up for $30, or maybe even $20. I can't remember. But I'll probably just lot these two up together because there's two that kind of go together. I'll show you this next one, and I'll probably throw it up for, I don't know, $30 or something. Let's see if it gets any interest at all. This is the other one. It's the same artist, but it's called Devotion. You see right here. This one, and yeah, I'd probably take both of them and lot it up for, I don't know. But no, I wanted to show you that. Damn, I almost missed it. I almost missed the coolest part, okay? Now, the other guys that have it listed have this picture listed specifically. They don't have what I have on this one. I have something different. So I need to see if it was just something added by somebody or if it was originally supposed to go with this. But when you lift this up underneath it, look, you see right here, it's got this little devotion by Howard Bradley. So you're the president to be, the all-American hero of 1960, the boy that would grow up with me. I'll admit it was a bitter pill at the time. Me, the father of a girl. And then I noticed as you grew the different things you did in an unassuming way to make me aware of how much you mean to me. That ringing welcome that greets me as I turn into, although I can't read all that shit. But anyway, down at the bottom, did I want a boy after all? A devotion so sincere that now I stop and wonder, did I want a boy after all? Okay. I was wondering, I was like, how the fuck is he going to end it with that? But then I went back and read the other part. Okay, and it's Beaumont Hotel, Hotel Beaumont in Beaumont, Texas. I mean, I just assume that, I don't know. Did this guy add this to this? Because he's got one on this one too. Or, I don't know. But, yeah, I think they would too. Thank you, Swan. Yeah, and that's what made me pick them up was when I flipped it over and I saw that on the back. No, I actually already picked them up. What am I talking about? I got excited when I saw that on the back, when I got in the car. You know, because these two were like, I don't know, it was this big, like, pouch of stuff. I did look at these two. Sorry, not gonna lie to you, I did. Those two I did. But this other stuff I didn't. Look at this. What the hell is this? I don't even know. I think it's just some type of magazine cover. Right line, reverse twist, a giant red cock. Rooster. Poultry netting stretches straight, made by... Yeah, it's from Worcester. It's my cock. I didn't know that. Beaumont, Texas is home of KKK? Nice. Thanks for that fact. I didn't know it. I never get to do a show and tell live with you. If I ever get to show and tell live with you, boy, do I have a few stories on some seller fumbles I've done. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. So this is nothing. It's just somebody kept a magazine cover. I like it. I'll probably file it away with some of my other stuff that I really don't know what to do with, but I keep. But I'm not a hoarder, I promise you guys. I'm not. I know I stop when it gets, my backstop gets too big. I slow it down because I know I got a lot of work to do at home. Okay, this next one's cool. I see it from here. Oh, you didn't see all that. You didn't see any of that. Don't look over there. Check it out, guys. Now, I know this one's not super valuable. I've seen it. Wait, I haven't seen this one. I've seen other ones like it. It's just a pictorial of the Radio City Music Hall dancers, I guess. And there's the back of it. I'm gonna break this out. I gotta take a look and see if it's got pictures. It says pictorial, so I would assume that means it has pictures. And I love pictures. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm so glad you aren't judging me from the shit behind that. This whole room, to be honest. All right, here we go. Radio City Music Hall, Pictoria. Okay. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that, man. That's good stuff. And you can usually look down here somewhere and find a date. I would probably guess 50s for this one. Oh, so cool. That is Glory of Easter. That scene right there. Something to do with Christmas, maybe? All right. Yeah, this is cool stuff. Oh, and here's the famous leg kickers. World famous, world famous. I guess that's Swan Lake. No, not Swan Lake. That was a basic answer. Very basic stuff behind the scenes. Yeah, this looks like 50s to me. Executive staff. Look at all those white men. Look at all those white men. There's a woman. Two women. Two women. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Cool. Hope you enjoyed that one. That was kind of cool. I thought so. Hey, you're a dancer, Swan. Swan Lake. All right. Swan, these are cool. Dolly Dingles. I looked it up. They're not. These aren't like. Wait. I haven't opened it, but they're not. They're I don't know, 15 bucks, something like that. But what they are is they're embossed die cutout dolls and costumes. You know, toys for the poor kids, basically. And look at that graphic right there. 59 cents. And another Dolly Dingle under there. I'll take Dolly Dingle out. Let's see what she looks like. That name is just got me wondering. Let's see what Dolly looks like. Oh man, it's hard to do this with one hand. That's what he said. That is what he said. Okay. Here we go. Dolly Dingle, the premiere. Oh, look at her. She looks like is she the Campbell's girl? Is she the Campbell's girl? Or did they all just kind of look like that? Let me see. 1981. Not that old, but still kind of old. I don't know. I like it. I might hang on to that. I want to see the other Dolly now. Let's see the other Dolly. She's the same Dolly. Dang it. Oh, no, her clothes are different. Some of them. Wait, no, they're not. Yeah, she's the same. She's the same. And then we'll look at these two weird Easter, or whatever the hell they are. These things are weird. These are decals. You stick them up on the wall. You know, if you really want to stick something on your wall, that's not creepy at all. That would be what you'd want to stick on your wall, right? Okay. I do like that though. It's cool. Paper dolls were the best back as a kid. Looks it. Hang on. And I've done my fair share of dancing at the Old World Deli. I'm not saying I played a part in the paper doll thing. I'm trying to remember, man. They might have had something for boys like that. You know, they might have had like yeah, they did. They had, what did they have? Shrinky Dinks were kind of like that, you know, for boys. We messed around with that. But paper dolls, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I know they did. They had like magnetic things. Like it would be like a guy dressed, a guy that you would put magnetic clothes on or whatever. But it would be like a goofy guy or a superhero or something. Yeah, that's what I remember those. Holy shit, look at this one. No, thank you, man. That is, oh my God. Look, the duck's terrified. The duck is absolutely terrified. The duck's trying to get the hell off of that thing. This one, I don't know. This one might strangely be kind of into it a little bit. But this guy over here, he's like, oh, hell no. I love it. Good stuff. All right, now these are cool, and I know these could be a little valuable, but I had to get them. Had to get them because I think that they are. It might be an original. Yeah, I think that might be an original print, or not an original print. It might be an original pen and ink. I'm watching, but I can listen at the moment. Taking a phone call right now. Swan's so considerate, huh? Yeah, but pen and ink, man, I love this type of art. One of my greatest pictures I ever drew was when I was in high school. It's kind of like this, but it's Bill Street, and I was so proud of that picture. And I have no idea where it is. I'm gonna look for that son of a bitch. It won like 2 or 3 contests. I never knew I could draw like that until I got into pen and ink. I love pen and ink. It's one of my favorite. It is my favorite medium. Love it. And one more. I'll show you some other stuff too. Check it out, guys. Alamo. It's pretty cool, right? I figured, I was down in San Antonio. I live down there, so let me go ahead and pick this up, of course. And signature's in there somewhere. Yeah, but not like I can't just let that sit there and go in the trash. You know what I mean? And it would have. It probably would have. Because people just don't like, oh my God, you didn't see that. Look, man, I'm telling you, this whole room and the rest of my house does not look like that. I promise you. I promise you it doesn't. Okay? So I basically just carved out a little area in here until I can get taken care of. Just a little cubby hole. The only reason that I'm moving the camera around at all is because I just want to show you the shit that I got. So I appreciate you guys being so understanding. When you see, what's his name right over there? Ivan. Just chilling, watching me with one eye, that fucking creepy bastard. Look at him. All right. Only one way to tell if it is legit. Jen, if it was not for Tennessee, there'd be no Texas. Yeah, we're tight. Tennessee and Texas. We're tight. All right, I hear the other half in the room. She just got home. She might pop in for a minute. Again, there's my cat. All right, so did I find anything else today specifically? I want to show y'all other things I found because I was going through a stash in my room and found some things and I want to show you. Well, I mean, obviously, here we go. We got this. This is it's the antagonistic scarf that I would wear to a protest or any place that I need to be seen and heard. Like as an auditor, these are the kind of things that you would want to wear because people are I guarantee you, and that should be a video all on its own. I should just go out into the conservative parts of Memphis on a colder day and just throw this around my neck and walk around and see if anybody says anything to me. I just think they would. So, that's what that was for. Okay. Well, thank you, whoever's doing that. You don't have to do that. You're too kind. Too kind. All right. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. I love this. Woo. All right, guys. Look. Now, I'm nowhere near a red hat, right? But I found a red hat, and I forgot I even had it, and I'm so excited to wear it out. You ready? Ba-ba-ba-boom. That's Memphis, Tennessee right there, baby. Memphis, Tennessee. Yes. When I find things like this out, they go home with me. I just can't resist it. I have to represent wherever I go. And this one's cool too. Actually, what we could do? We could wear this hat. Somebody's going to think that I might be a red hat from a distance, and they come up and they see that, and then I pull out pull the jacket off and show Show the scarf. That that's a video. That's a full-on video right there. That's absolutely a video. Oh, don't be so mean. No, screw those guys, man. You're gonna be like that, you know. You need to be exposed. Oh, look at this, guys. Look what I found in my room. Look at that. Look, I found even more. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at Superman in there. Look, hold on, hold on. I ain't done. Look what else I found. Look at that. What are those? Shopkins? Looks like some LOL girls, maybe. Yeah, got some LOL girls. LOL girls always do well, or at least they used to. I haven't sold any in a while. Oh, but wait. Oh, look what else I found in my room. Oh, could it be? Could it be? Oh, her hair's all cut off. No, and she's naked. It's the original strawberry shortcake, and her hair's all cut off. No, she doesn't smell like strawberries anymore. She smells like dirty kids. Let's see if there's anything in here that can save it. Okay, I know that's his friend or her friend. Yeah, she's a little bigger. She might be a different. I don't know. Yeah, she's cool. I know these have a little bit of value. I looked these up before I bought them, and they've just been sitting back there. Oh, we have her. We have her. We have her. I'm pretty sure that this is the original strawberry shortcake. I think it is. I think it is. And it's even got the hat. Which it's not like extremely valuable, but it's somewhat valuable. Somewhat. If you lump well, that's probably what I had on my mind. I was probably like, I'm just going to take all these and lot them together, and a strawberry shortcake fan will absolutely buy those rather quickly. Can't believe I haven't put them up yet. That's just money that's just sitting there. Well, she's not in great shape, but the clothes are all still there, you know. Who's this? Oh, okay. I didn't know a strawberry shortcake was inclusive like that. Look at that. Strawberry shortcake back in the day. Being cool. Being a loving... oh, she's not going to stand up. I wasn't ready for this. I should have like a stand or something. But yeah, she's cool. It smells like chocolate. Just kidding. Oh, come on, guys. It's a joke. I wonder, did they smell? They did, right? I'm not imagining things, right? They did have a smell to them, right? I think. I don't know what the hell she is. Blueberry something? I don't know. To do a little more research on these. Oh, that's cool. 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 Hat for one of them. Hat for a blueberry thing. Oh no, naked dolls. I don't think that might not even go with this. I don't think it does. And what does it say on the back? Made in China. Trash. Oh, the hell away. Oh my God. Oh fuck. What happened to her hair? Holy crap. What did your parents do to you? It looks like they put her in one of those one of those they used to have the hair dryer things that would come down, and their hair, they'd pop it up and all their hair looked like that, the adults. Looks like they did it to a little kid. Yeah, that's trash. Trash. The only thing, I don't know what that is. Only the valuable ones in here, and they're not that valuable. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I started looking through here and realized she's strawberry shortcake. Started looking through here and realized that and there's at least 6 or 7 strawberry shortcake things in there, and then there's some more clothes left in the bag and what the heck? I hurt you. Oh, Jesus. All right. Oh, I'm dropping dolls all over the place. Dropping my strawberry shortcakes. Get in there. Get in there. Let me see what I paid for that bag. I paid $6. $6 for that bag. So, good investment. I'll make a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Throw that over there. And which one y'all want to do? This one's got... What the hell? Oh, this is a smorgasbord. Oh my God. I don't even know if I can... I don't even know where to begin. I know what some people want to see. I want to see if this Superman in here is worth... Or it's not worth anything, just if it's cool or not. Oh yeah, he's cool. He's cool. I like him. Somebody's laughing. I like him. I don't know if he's worth anything. I just think he's cool. Got a Z over the some type of Superman something. I don't know. Yeah, Z. Anybody know? Anybody got any info on that? Y'all making fun of me because I don't. Trash. Why do I feel like you're the old version of Sid off Toy Story movie? Man, look. I'll take being old because I don't look like them. But yeah, I was trying to figure out if I could turn that into a compliment somehow. Anyway, I don't know. And this guy, he's probably not worth nothing, but I don't know. Oh, there's some more figures. Figures. You gotta be, figures are man, look, you gotta have if you want to have every little piece for it. So if I don't have that, then generally what I'll do is I'll just take these that I don't have the weapons for, or they may have some little problems, they're missing something, and I put them in a giant box and lot them all up, and people buy them. So if you see some that you're like, why'd you even get that? You know, I mean, let's see what this is. It's like him, he's missing his hands. Okay, this is who's this? Well, he don't look like, no, that's trash. Flimsy. He fooled me for a minute, but then I saw that he didn't have any articulation here in his legs or in his arms. Generally, and this guy, is this guy? He doesn't either. But he could just be like, he could have, no, he does in his legs. Wait. It's weird. He has them in his legs, but not in his arms. I don't know, but generally, if it's not articulated, it's trash, basically. I mean, a kid might want to play with it, but this one looks like it could be something. Okay, he's missing a wing. I know already he's missing a wing. So, I have no idea what the hell he is. Thank you, T-Duff. I appreciate you, man. General Zod. That's General Zod. Okay, got you. What is this guy? Is he? Oh, he's. Now that I turn him over and look at the back, he's had something stuck there. I don't know. He's confusing because he seems like he could. He's plasticky. He's plasticky. I mean, he could still have some type of value to somebody, but probably not. Swan, if I'm saying something that's driving you crazy, let me know. All right, what's this? It's a Deadpool. Doesn't look like anything special. Might be missing his helmet. He is articulated. I don't think it's a McFarlane. That's what you want to look for with these. You want to look for McFarlane, or, you know, I know there's more expensive brands, but I don't know. I'll look him up. I'll take a minute to look him up, and all you got to do is do a Google search on him, or a screenshot of him, and it'll show you. I'd guess $5 to someone, maybe, I don't know, but like I said, $5, I'm not even going to list that unless it's a box full of other things. Got a bunch of cars over here. Cars are I don't know how I feel about cars. I'm gonna look through these figures right here. They feel, now look, this could have been sitting in my room because it's all excess trash that I've already been through, and I know it's worthless. So I'll be able to find out really quick once we start diving into it, if that's what it is. What the hell? Yeah, it's not looking good. It's looking like this might be a might be a junk box or a junk bag. Yeah, I don't know what that is. This is. I'm not going to subject y'all to this if I don't see anything cool in there. There's a whatever his name was. He's heavy. He's heavy. So with something like this, what I'd probably do is like shit like this that I don't. Yeah, I'll look it up and see if it's anything. It's probably not. That would probably just get tossed. But this guy, what I would do is I would set him to the side and I would look for other things that are in his movie that are similar to him, and then make a lot of 4, 5, 6 different figures from the same movie, maybe even different versions of him. That's how you get rid of this stuff. It's a Disney product. I mean, I don't think it's. Oh wait, is this one of those damn game things that you stick on top of a game? And I'm over here talking about. Yeah, I think it might be one of those game. Stick it on top of a game. How you doing, Godspeed? We're just doing a bunch of nothing, looking at Happy Meal toys, I guess, because that's what this bag looks like. Looks like a bunch of Happy Meal toys, but he's heavy though. Yeah. Trash. Just more trash. Superman. Trash. Alright, I'm gonna look a little further. I think it's all trash. Is that a Pikachu? Yeah, this is all bullshit. I'm mad I even brought this one out. Boo. Boo, host. Boo, liver cheese. You gotta bring a better game than that. Showing us this trash. We don't want to see your garbage, man. So I'll take these two, set them to the side. All the rest is trash. Straight out to the trash. Oh, and every now and then at the Goodwill, you can run across something like this. A bag full of jewelry. I don't even know if I've gone through this bag yet, to be honest. Oh, I feel another show. I think I'm going to find, because I know I have a couple more of these bags, and at least one of these bags, what it is, it's just a bag of jewelry that you can get at every now and then, not as much anymore. Because now what they do, it used to be they would throw a lot of their jewelry into a giant bag and put it in the bins, and they'd put it up at the counter, and they'd charge like, it used to be like $10 for it, and then it went up to 20, 30. Sometimes you'll see them for 40. And you're really taking a risk on them, because now that they're online and they're really, really looking their stuff up, it's rare that you find good things in here. But you can. Like that right there, that little cross right there, that could absolutely be silver, just looking at it. Yeah, I mean, you will find silver from time to time. And if you're very lucky, you'll find, I found a Italian gold bracelet one time when I first started. It was worth, I got $450 for it. Took it to a pawn shop. I said, "Is this real?" And he said, "Yeah, you want to sell it?" I said, "Shit, yeah, I want to sell it." These are cool. Check this out, guys. Star Wars Hot Wheels. At least not completely. Here they come in big vases. Oh, they do. They put in vases. I get them. I mean, when I see them, I get them. I take a chance on them. I've done better with them than I have without. I mean, there's been busts, but there's also been good bags. That is C3PO. Look at that. That's cool. Very clean. Very, very clean, those two. Now, see, when you start getting those, when you start to put them in like that, that's if I have at least just a couple more of these Star Wars ones, that's a lot all day. That's I don't know what that is. A lot of this is going to be trash, but like this, look at this shit. Pardon my language. Look at that. Look at that. That's an R2D2. That's so cool. So I got three right there. So looking at those three, I could probably make $20 off those three, probably. Ooh, look at this, guys. Look at this one. How sweet is that? That was an ice car. that one. Are you serious? You trying to be funny? Look at this. Look at this. That's cool shit. Probably has no value, but it's really cool. And you know, when you pick up a bag of cars, they'll do that a lot. Bag up cars. Clearly, we're all looking for the red lines. If you don't know, a red line is a car that that one's a new red line. But the old cars, if they had a red line around the tire like that, valuable. It can be beat up and it's still valuable. This is not worth a damn thing. Wait, is this Boba Fett? Wait. Oh, wait, that's a stormtrooper. Okay. Oh, I almost missed that. Look, that's a stormtrooper. So it goes with that one. Nice. Oh, now we're talking. Check it out. Okay, I see why I got this bag here. I see why I got this bag. Yeah, that's a cool little, you know, for somebody who just wants the whole collection and doesn't want to have to go out and search for it all. I don't think that's anything. No, that's not anything. Okay, it's cool, just not anything. We'll find the Star Wars ones. That's cool. What's that on the side of it? Moon. I don't think it's worth anything. It's cool though. I like it. I like it a lot. That one's that's cool. Golf car. Generally, those newer ones are not too. Okay, here's another Star Wars one. Yes. Check it out. It's a TIE fighter. Is it TIE fighter? Yeah, TIE fighter. But it looks like it's like cut in half or something. See? That's cool. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 6 Star Wars. Don't know. This one's not a Star Wars, but I gotta show it because it's just cool. And my cars are rolling all over my keyboard. Here we go. What is this? Oh, it's a Hudson Hornet. It's from Cars. Or one of the Cars movies. But it doesn't have, no, is it? Because it doesn't have the face. Maybe it's not a Cars. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know. Anybody know anything about a Hudson Hornet? Let me know in the comments. Because I sure don't. Right. That's cool, but it's nothing. And, oh, look at that stormtrooper. Oh, yeah. That's so cool. And then that one is the Captain Fantasia, I think. And the one that was, I think. I got any more? Ooh, look at that one. Look at this one. How cool is that? Come on, camera, get in there. What's it say? Lighting's so shitty in here. I know so little about cars. Me too. I'm the same way. I mean, I get it. I get the people that are into cars. I understand that. That's, you know, nothing wrong with that. But I just never really had the time. Monster Week. That might be some kind of theme. We might have a, I don't know, some kind of theme going on that pile over there. I'll have to double check. And finally, my Star Wars. Look at that. Look at that. A little R2D2 car. So yeah, I got a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 car Star Wars collection right there. I mean, yeah, I'll make a little bit off that. And then I think I thought I had like a, I don't know, I got a Bumblebee here. I don't think he's plastic though. I don't know why the hell. Maybe it was just in the bag with the others. I would normally pick up Bumblebee unless it was a metal or something very unique. Yeah, I know, guys. I shouldn't be handling the vehicles like this, but it's just a Matchbox or a Hot Wheels. Calm down. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're ever out looking, at cars, one thing that you can kind of figure out is that Hot Wheels generally are more valuable than what's the other one? I just said it. Jesus. Hot Wheels and what was the other one, guys? Matchbox. So, yeah, generally. Now I'm looking at this and I know what I have here. Those little guys right there. See her? She's a. I tell you, I know, and I can't immediately say it. These guys, you can sell these. The color of their wings. If they have different like glittery wings, they're more valuable. And I know you think, oh, that can't be that valuable. But when you have a bunch of them, when you have a bunch of things, rares, you know, like I'll pick these bags up all the time. If I see these little guys in here like this, I'm going to buy it. Because that's accessories right there. That's all accessories for LOL dolls, all that. And there's a big market for the LOL dolls. And I found some sort of anime. It feels cheap, but with anime stuff, always be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. Because it sells. These guys, you know, you have to look them all up because a lot of them are more valuable. Some of them are more valuable than others. I will tell you that the boys generally are more valuable than the girls for some strange reason. I don't know what they are. Maybe they're a little rare. And I don't know if you guys know, but there were the original ones of these, like you could dip them in water and they would show like they were wearing like lingerie and stuff. I mean, it was a big scandal. But I had a couple of those original ones that I sold. So yeah, you know, like that. That's all those, man. Once you get like, you can really, yeah, boys are better than girls. Hell no. Just as far as these go, the boys, from what I've seen, are more valuable. Yeah, this is a lot of LOL stuff in here. So what I'll do with this is I'll just go through here. I'm not going to show you too much of it because it's a lot of accessories. It's not all LOL. I heard my wife just scream. I think she's yelling at one of the dogs, though. All right. Let me flip this around and read your comments real quick. My daughter collects sketch figurines, or Slyke. Yeah, I know about Slyke. I know about Schleich. She has hundreds of them, and they're not cheap. Yeah, the dragon. I have a Schleich dragon. What's crazy is I had another bag that I wait. Maybe it's over here. Yeah, I had one more bag that I can't find it right now. I thought I brought it back, but I guess I didn't. But I have a I picked up a bag that was like some random stuff in my room that I didn't know was there, and one of the first things I pulled out was a T Rex, a Schleich T Rex, Schleich. Um, it was one of my first reselling things. I found out about those guys, and I knew immediately what was cool was nobody ever looks for them. You know, so they're out there. You can find them. I mean, they're out there. People still don't really look for them. I tell people, I'm like, man, if you ever look at these figurines and it's heavy, if it's an animal, check the bottom of it, because those guys, I've sold a ton of those in the however many years I've been doing this. Yeah, but I've got a T Rex. I'll show you. I'll bring it. I'll show you on the tomorrow night. But it's a T Rex and it's got articulated jaw, and it's pretty big too. And he's cool. He's cool. I was like, okay, yeah, I don't have to wonder why I got that one. I think it's a Schleich. It might not be. It might not be. Don't quote me on that one. But I picked it up regardless because it was very heavy. You know, and you could tell it was well made. Yeah, yeah. I've sold a lot of them. Good call. Good eye. Guys, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. I have to. I've heard something in there, and I need to get in there and check it out. I know it's a shorter show tonight, but we'll pick it back up tomorrow night. We'll have some fun, and I'm thinking about maybe getting out one of those bags of jewelry if I can find those. I think that'd be cool. I mean, if you guys want to do it, we don't have to spend the whole show doing it, but I like doing these things with you. It's interesting because it's not even something that I ever really thought about as far as YouTube or whatever, and it's not going to be but I do it blends itself well with the Gen X name, because we can take these things and we can look at them and we can experience that nostalgia together. You know what I mean? When I pull out that toy that maybe you haven't seen in 30 years, I think there's something there. So, if I'm out daily and I find things, then I will absolutely bring them on here, as long as y'all are cool with it, and I'll show you them, and we'll have a grand old time, and we'll still play our games. I'm always looking for games to play. I was looking for some today. I couldn't really find anything today, but it's gonna happen. And the sad part is I know I have games all over this house. They're just in weird places. It was fun. Thanks for the show and tell. Kind of like my YouTube Positive Vintage. Yes, everybody go over there and check her out. Absolutely. Hey, buddy, you doing better? Yeah, man. And, oh, yeah, Tyson, you must have seen me at my worst the other night. Yeah, you did. I remember. No. Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. It was just one of those things, man. I think it was something that I took personally. Nothing major. Like, I don't want you to think I'm, some kind of major drug taker, but I think I got I don't know, something weird was going on. My chemistry was off. It's been off. And then when I look back on it, I think, my dad did pass away that around that at that time. Could have had something to do with it, and I not even know it, Those things are real. You bury it back there, and then that time comes again, and it comes up, and you feel it, and sometimes you just forget what it was that makes you feel that way. I mean, because he was gone for a long time. He's been gone. I lost him when I was 29, 28, 29, but that could have been some of it. I don't know. I don't make excuses, man, but I know you guys are cool as hell. And I can tell you anything, and usually I do. But guys, we're gonna get on the whole thing where you click the link and you can. Wolfie did it once, and we can chat, and I can see you and you can see me, and we can actually hear each other. So like a call in kind of thing. We're gonna do that. It's coming sooner than you think. I get tired of hearing my voice. I want to hear you guys. But yeah, love you guys as always, and you guys have a great night. Sorry you came in late, guy. Tyson, sorry you came in late, bro. Tomorrow night, let's I don't know. What do y'all think? 8, 7, 8? Y'all want to do a nighttime tomorrow night, or I know Swan, you're on the West Coast, so I mean, if y'all have plans, that's cool too. But let's just say between 7 and 9, 7 and 8, somewhere in there. I'll try to pop up. Okay, guys. Um, love y'all, fam. Love all y'all. CTG, CTG. Uh, see you guys tomorrow, or whenever I see you again. Love you.